Welcome to the Fight Lab. Here's everything you need to know about Elite Omega-3 from Fight Lab Fitness. What are Omega-3s? What do they do for us inside our body? And why do we need to get more of them? So first up, this is from the National Institutes of Health fact sheet for healthcare professionals on omega-3 fatty acids or polyunsaturated fatty acids or PUFAs. You are going to see here a couple of terms. We're going to get through the basics here. We're not going to overload you with information, but ALA and linoleic acid are considered essential fatty acids, meaning they must be obtained from the diet. ALA can be converted into what we call EPA and DHA, but the conversion is limited. Less than 15%. So what's a better way to get EPA and DHA is to consume it directly from our food. It is present in fish oils, krill oils, and they're originally synthesized by microalgae at the base of the marine food chain, not by the fish. We get them most easily, obviously, from eating the fish that have already consumed the algae. A little bit further on in the fact sheet, you're going to see the adequate intake on a daily basis for males and females. You can see for males is about 1.6 grams of omega-3. For females, about 1.1 gram of omega-3 once you are a full-grown adult. Now, these adequate intakes are not for optimal health and functioning. They are just what they consider enough to function. Now, if we were to try to get our 1.1 or 1.6 grams of EPA and DHA daily from food, how would we do it? Well, you can see at the top we've got flaxseed oil, chia seeds, walnuts, and flaxseed all have high amounts of ALA. And that breaks down, if you remember from the beginning, at a rate of about 15% into EPA and DHA. So an ounce of chia seeds, or about a tablespoon, will break down into almost enough EPA and DHA for your day. As we move down the list, if you want to get the actual EPA and DHA directly from the food rather than having your body break it down, Atlantic farmed salmon or wild salmon contains about as much as you need for the entire day in about 3 ounces of cooked meat, which is about the size of the palm of your hand usually. Now, that would mean that you're eating that much salmon each and every day, or herring, or approximately 5 tablespoons of canola oil, which is a seed oil, and many people are trying to avoid these days. And then you go down from there, sardines, mackerel, pink salmon, canned, soybean oil, trout, etc. Once you get down to, let's say, mayonnaise at 0.74 grams, you'd have to eat about 7 tablespoons of mayonnaise to get enough EPA and DHA, which I don't think people want to do these days. But you can see it's very difficult on a daily basis to get our DHA and EPA, which is why many institutes of health now recommend supplementing with it. So we know we have to supplement to get enough, but what does it actually do inside our body? Well, one of the big things it does is it prevents cardiovascular disease and strokes. It also prevents coronary artery disease. It lowers our blood pressure. It can relieve rheumatoid arthritis for those of us that have it. A big thing, though, is it's heavily involved in memory and brain cell function, and it can actually prevent Alzheimer's disease. It can prevent your macular degeneration, your eyesight going over age. It can help with your control with your blood sugar levels. And believe it or not, it can relieve migraine pain and reduce your asthma symptoms. As you can also see, it has anti-inflammatory effects and can help reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as arthritis or cancer. So we know the good it causes, but what happens when we don't get enough of it? Well, omega-3 fatty acids, you can see here from the same article, they're crucial for cognitive and behavioral function, for brain memory, and for performance. Infants who don't get sufficient omega-3 from their mothers during pregnancy are at risk of developing vision and nerve problems. Omega-3 fatty acid deficiency symptoms include heart problems, poor circulation, poor memory, fatigue, depression, and mood swings. So maybe this is something you're not tracking today, but if you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it's really, really important that you look at a way to get sufficient, that is at least 1 to 2 plus grams of EPA and DHA in your diet per day. Suffice it to say that you need to get enough EPA and DHA in your diet for proper brain and heart function. You're probably not getting enough today unless you're eating fish every single day of the week, which most of us in the Western world are not. So how do you get more? You supplement. Each serving of Elite Omega-3 from Fight Lab Fitness contains exactly what you need on a daily basis to get your EPA and DHA requirements. Let's get better together with Fight Lab Fitness. Unleash the warrior within.